What's up, guys? Justin here with 4LazyJs, and this week we are in central eastern Arizona hunting turkeys. It's a second spring hunt, shotgun hunt, and it's my first time doing this, camping in an area I've never camped before. Even more so, I brought my sister along who's never been on any big game hunt. So we're going to try to figure this out. This is our first day here. We just got camp all set up, and we're going to go drive around. It's starting to get dark, and go see if we can't roost some tonight and hopefully get on some birds tomorrow morning. So we'll see what happens. We just parked right now and wanted to go check out this one ridge line. I can't really drive to it. There's not a road, not a good one anyways, that we can get to it. So we got out and walked. So I'm having to do my best at howling, see if that works. So far, nothing. Alright, well, the sun's finally starting to come up a little bit. We're in our first little setup this morning. We had some turkeys gobbling all around us. We couldn't quite pinpoint a tree last night, find where they were roosted. So we got in between a couple of them that we heard sounding off. We got some decoys out, or a decoy. See if we can call a little bit. Got something answered to my clucks. He's coming into our right. Sounds like he's not too far out, maybe 100 yards or so. It's kind of thick back there. We'll see what happens. Well, we've been calling a little bit this morning. We think the birds went the opposite way of us. All we could do is hear him. We never really did see him, so we're going to go see if we can't move a little bit. Try our little run and gun method. Well, we moved over a couple of ridges where we thought that we heard the toms gobbling at. We haven't heard them in a little while. I'm sure my my lack of calling experience has probably flushed them out of here. Just gave them a heads up we were coming or something. So we're gonna go back, make a quick cup of coffee, a little bowl of oatmeal, and go see what we can't figure out. Go try a new area maybe. We jumped a couple just driving into camp yesterday. They must not be getting much pressure because he didn't run very far. So at this point we'll go see if we can't scout out a couple of new areas and plan again for an evening, maybe this afternoon. I don't know, we'll figure it out. One thing I forgot to mention was just the abundance of wildlife up here. We have already, just pulling into camp yesterday, we saw mule deer, coues deer, whitetails, javelina, and turkeys. So I mean, just loaded with wildlife. So we drove over to an area. It's about 2.5 hours away from where we're camped at. We heard there was a lot of birds here a couple of weeks ago. And now, middle of the day, we just kind of resorted to walking around, driving around a little bit, checking things out. We jumped up one hen earlier. She was all by herself. We didn't see any other birds with her. So way up here, like 8,000 foot elevation now. So this is our last full day of hunting, and we roosted some gobblers last night, but I don't think we got quite close enough. I think we're within a couple 100 yards of them, but I think they went the opposite direction of us again. Sounds like they dropped into a fairly creek or a canyon over there. We may back up here and go after them here in a little bit. We'll see. So we're going to make a little bit of an adjustment right now, drop down in this little canyon, climb over to the next ridge. They seem to have kind of gone that way. Maybe we can jump something up. They're not coming to us. Well, after leaving our setup, all the turkeys were going the opposite direction of us. We decided to go pursue them a little bit. We did a nice little loop, pretty lengthy one. And we're on our way back to camp. We went in and out of a bunch of drainages, followed those down, some creek beds, looking for signs, but everything's so covered with oak leaves and pine needles, it's hard to see any kind of sign or anything. So we, at this point, still aren't on the board for a turkey, but we're not giving up. We're going to keep trying. And we're just going to go back, get a quick breakfast, regroup, look at the map a little bit, figure out where we want to go for an afternoon or midday hunt. We're not going to sit around camp midday and take a nap. We figured our best chances, even if it's just driving roads, is to cover ground more than anything. So that's what we're going to resort to.
I was running alongside of it, and I could see, and I was running with it, and then it got up to the pass above me, and it was like that. So then I couldn't see it. Man. And then I think you scared it this way. So if I would have been over here.
But I dropped down this tree that fell over. I saw him over there. And I saw him kind of heading up this way. That's why I told you to come up around here. But when you took off kind of running, you were kind of pushing him pretty good. Like I said, you get behind him, you're not going to catch him. And
but I couldn't catch up. He was already running.
Well, when I saw him come through this tree, he was just kind of slowly cruising. And that's why I was like, well, I kind of slowed down and waited over here. I was hoping for you to go back up behind this way and try to cut him off. I thought for sure you were going to have a shot when you came up here because he was still kind of slowly cruising once he crossed this road up here. But that's how it goes. We're way back up in here and a long ways away, remote area, and we at our closest chance at I don't know if he was a Tom or a Jake. I just got a quick glimpse at his beard. But he had a noticeable beard hanging out. He was running by himself. So Megan, she went after him, but he took off quicker than she was, right up and over this ridge, and put more distance between us and him. So we'll keep on moving. Well, we're down to the last few hours of this hunt. Stay tonight and pack up and go home early tomorrow morning. Something kind of bittersweet happened to me as far as when I got married and had kids. So I plan a trip like this and get so excited and plan everything out, and then the day of it comes and the minute I leave, I'm already thinking that I can't get home fast enough back to my wife and my kids. So it does kind of get in the way of hunting a little bit, but it's okay. Like I said, it's bittersweet. So but now I've just walked outside of camp maybe 3/4 of a mile or so and found a little drainage. I can look way down and doing the only thing I know how to do, and that's sit here in glass. So I've just been staring down this thing both directions. I can see a little ways. It's not real thick, and just see if I can catch any movement or anything. So hopefully we can get something up. A couple hours left to get it done. I've had hunts come down to the last minute. So. Well, guys, we're gonna go roost some birds one last time, mostly for fun because it's kind of exciting. But this hunt is all but in the books. Like I say, we do have the drive out of here tomorrow. We are gonna pack up kind of early. We have about a 7-hour drive ahead of us to get home, and so unless we see something on our way out, no turkey dinner for us this Thanksgiving. What'd you think of your first hunt?
It's fun.
It's difficult, huh?
Yeah.
It's not just jumping out and shooting animals left and right.
Nope.
No. We've put in some miles, some hours. Again, we don't know what we're doing. We did see at least one turkey every day. Just couldn't put ourselves in the right place at the right time. Unfortunately, that's how most of my hunts go. So, but there's always that what if, and that keeps me out here. We're in this gorgeous place. I hate to leave this area. It's just magical. It's absolutely beautiful. So I will be back, that's for sure.